Young adults are mixing them with alcohol, vodka in particular, and causing them to drink into excess. But the caffeine, the amount of caffeine in these drinks is really, really excessive. And if you're someone like a niece, by the way, and a lot of parents don't even know if their child has an underlying condition because they're not symptomatic, they're not showing symptoms of the disease. But someone who has an underlying medical condition, it could be complicated by a huge consumption of caffeine in a short period of time.
So these are 2 cans of the energy drink. There are a lot of different kinds of energy drink, but these are 2 24-ounce cans. So how much caffeine is in
Sure.
this?
Well, first, let's be clear that there are a lot of different energy drinks. We're not picking on this particular energy drink. This is just germane to our story, but
Right.
there are all kinds of energy drinks that parents should be aware of. These particular 2 sizes combined have 480 milligrams of caffeine.
What is
now,
that?
People say, what does that mean? Well, here we have, so people can see, would be the equivalent of 7 shots of espresso or 14 cans of soda. That is the equivalent, okay? And the issue here, Anderson, let's be clear, the issue here is the concentrated time over which this was consumed. If you drank this over a week, it wouldn't do anything to you, but to drink it within 24 hours, obviously, and you have an underlying condition, this could complicate matters.
Did you know how much caffeine was in these drinks? Because I had no idea it was this much.
No, and I'm still not sure because there are other stimulants that contain caffeine that are listed as something else.
Mm-hmm. And what does caffeine do to a body? I mean, what is?
Sure.
I mean,
Well,
people drink caffeine. I drink caffeine, in sodas all the time.
Sure. Well, first of all, it makes you jittery. It affects your central nervous system. We have a great animation. The first thing it does is it increases your heart rate. So people at home can see on the left, that is the normal heart rate, about 60 to 80 beats per minute. On the right is 100 beats per minute or more. That's called tachycardia or accelerated heart rate. When you get into that accelerated heart rate, it can cause all kinds of problems, including going into an arrhythmia, which is a problem. The second thing, Anderson, is caffeine can cause something called vasoconstriction. So we have a great graphic here of a blood vessel. On the left side is a normal blood vessel. That is what it typically looks like. Your blood flows through it. On the right side is when the blood vessel narrows or becomes constricted, then you have a smaller space for the blood to go through, and that can create all kinds of
All right,
problems.
this is a dumb question, but when you exercise, you want to get your heart rate up. So what's the problem with getting your heart rate up if with caffeine?
Sure. Well, the issue with getting your heart rate with exercise is it will go away. So when you stop exercising, your heart will normalize, your heart rate will normalize. With caffeine, it is an extended effect over a longer period of time, and therefore your heart does not want to be at that accelerated rate for a long period of time.
How prevalent a problem is this? I mean, I'd never heard of people having problems with energy drinks.
Sure. Unfortunately, it's too prevalent. In fact, since 2005, there's been a 10-fold increase in the number of ER visits related to caffeine toxicity. In fact, 2009, 13,000 cases in ERs across the country because people overconsumed caffeine.
So are kids more susceptible to it?
Well, it's not necessarily the kids are more susceptible